What's up, y'all? I am back with another video, and I am back with this topic. So let's get into some things. So last night we had Monday Night Raw come on the air, and there are a few things that I did notice about the show. For one, I noticed that there were a lot of Who Want Cody signs in the crowd. Now, however, there was reports coming out saying that some fans were handing them out as they went in. There were other reports saying that The Rock were handing the signs out or encouraging someone to hand the signs out or something because The Rock is a big Cody supporter, which I'm pretty sure is true, but they're trying to push a new narrative now that I'm not agreeing with. Another thing I noticed is that they muted the crowd to the point to where the Cody chants weren't as loud anymore, because you can tell when the frequency is like, when it like drifts drastically. When it drifts drastically like that, they're definitely manipulating the crowd noise, which I never agree with that at all, because I think they should let us voice what we feel, right? So Monday Night Raw starts, and Seth Rollins is out there, still pushing his narrative that he is the champion. He has the workhorse title, which fans booed, by the way, because they know good and well that title is second place compared to Rollins, and they don't want Cody fighting for that title. But Seth has every reason to feel the way he feels, because he has been fighting with that championship. He's trying to make it as prestigious as possible, and kudos to him for doing that, because Seth is a hard worker and he does put people over a lot. But this is where things get a little spicy. Cody came out and he was standing there. The crowd was chanting, "We want Cody." Cody looked like he was gonna break down in tears, per usual. And it was to the point to where the fans wanted it so bad that they started chanting "Rocky sucks," which I never thought I would hear again. I never thought I would hear that as long as I was living, at least, because I didn't think that was even possible. Do I enjoy stuff like that? No. Here's why. Because The Rock has always been my number one favorite superstar of all time, right? Of all time. I just hate that this stuff has started to happen over the past week about him politically taking Cody's spot in the main event and so on and so forth. But that first segment didn't really advance anything, because we still didn't get an answer from Cody. We still didn't get an answer as to why he chose to not face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But this is what I was saying earlier. I noticed something. They're trying to change the narrative now. So now they're saying that this is all a work, right? This is all a work. Y'all don't believe that. This is not a work. Let me tell you something. They're turning it into a work. And I say this because WWE has done this on many occasions, to where they'll make a decision on a certain booking, right? Fans don't agree with it. Fans rebel against it. And then they're trying to turn it into, "Oh, we weren't really going to do that. We weren't really going to do this person versus this person." Yes, you were. You just didn't think the fans were going to rebel the way they did. Now, here's the narrative that they're pushing, right? They're saying that Rock is a huge supporter of Cody, which I agree with. I believe Rock is a huge supporter of Cody. But at the same time, it's like they're saying that Rock is doing this to make Cody like a Daniel Bryan-esque figure. No. This is now trying to... Okay, let me tell you something. The Rock is a huge global figure, right? If The Rock does something controversial, he's going to find a way to clear his name and keep that positive image on him, right? He's going to try to keep that image as clean as possible. With the narrative going around that he politically made his way into the main event, taking Cody's spot, he does not like that. So what is he going to do? He's going to flip that narrative to get the people back on his side, right? And that's just how people work in general. I understand, like, you want to keep your image clean. You don't want to be looked at like this dirty, manipulative, power-hungry person. I understand that. But at the same time, keep it 100. You knew what was going on. And the first couple of days, you were tone deaf. You were posting out people who were excited about it, knowing that the hate for it was overwhelming and was clearly outmatching the positivity of it. Come on now, let's be real. So what's going on is, I believe now they're going to try to have Drew McIntyre face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, which is fine, because Drew McIntyre is a totally believable contender. He's a total believable contender. But I don't like the fact that they were saying that this was always the case. This was never always the case. People have to think logically about this. Reports came out earlier saying that The Rock was promised a match on January 3rd when he joined the board. If that was the case, Cody Rhodes would have never won the Royal Rumble. The Rock would have won the Royal Rumble if that was the case. They made that shit up last minute to make everything make sense. They've changed the narrative a few times now. They've changed it a few times. And I don't like that because now you're trying to insult our intelligence and we know what's going on for real. So now what they're going to do is potentially do Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. I don't know whether Rock may fit in. I don't know if he's going to be an outside interference or a special guest referee. There have been sources saying he's going to be a special guest referee, which I also wouldn't mind because, I mean, we all know how Roman Reigns' match ends, especially with the title on the line. Come on now. His family's going to interfere. Dwayne's going to try to stop it. Cody wins the title. Now, people are also trying to push the narrative that Roman's going to take the title past Hogan's record, which I don't agree with at all. We have to get that title off of Roman as soon as possible. Roman has done a great job as champion, but that title has to fall off of him. The title has to be dropped to Cody, a full-time champion. Now, people are still vouching for The Rock to win the title. Absolutely not. The only reason is because if you give The Rock the title, you're literally putting it in the hands of the person who's going to do the same exact thing, if not worse, as Roman Reigns. Rock is going to appear way less than Roman Reigns. And the whole reason people want it off of Roman Reigns is because his schedule is limited, right? So don't put it on The Rock. Take it off of Roman, put it on Cody, who's a full-time performer. Let him be the guy and finish his story at WrestleMania. Hashtag we want Cody. We still want Cody. That doesn't mean we don't want The Rock versus Roman Reigns. We just don't want The Rock versus Roman Reigns right now. We don't want it right now. We can have it down the line. We can have it down the line. WrestleMania 41. Hell, I'll even be okay if you do it at SummerSlam. I don't care. Because there's rumors going around that Roman Reigns is going to fight CM Punk at next year's WrestleMania, which I don't mind either. But The Rock and Roman can happen at SummerSlam. I don't mind it happening. I don't really mind it happening at WrestleMania 41. It doesn't need the title. It doesn't need the title. It does not need the title. Okay? So, Rock versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 41, or this year's SummerSlam, whichever one. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins, which is a believable main event of night one. Come on now. McIntyre wins. Let's book that decision. And I think that should be I think that's properly booked. I think that's a good decision. Now, what I will say is everything regarding this controversy regarding Rock, Roman, and Cody, we're going to find out what happens at the press conference on Thursday, the WrestleMania kickoff. We're going to find out what happens, what they're going to confirm, what they're not going to confirm. And if it's Rock versus Roman, that's going to generate a lot of negativity. And I say that because you're going to be in Philadelphia. Of all places, you're going to really rebel against the fans in Philadelphia. Do you not understand what Philadelphia did to Roman Reigns and The Rock in 2015? If you think that was bad, if you end up going this route and doing Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania 40 in front of that Philadelphia crowd, you might as well not even do the show. Because you claim you want to do this for the fans. But if you want to do what the fans want, then give us Cody and pivot away from this Rock versus Roman for now. You can do it later, just not now. I just hope that everything is... I hope WWE does it right. I hope they do the right thing. I want them to do the right thing. I want them to listen to what the fans are saying online. I understand a lot of people want The Rock as well, but more people want Cody. We can get Rock versus Roman at a later date, like I said, just not now. I don't think this is the right time. I just think that this was a big mistake, and now they're trying to turn it into a work because they want to... WWE wants to look right at the end of the day. They want to look right, like, aha, we got you. Aha, we got you. You never had us. We had you. We can see through the bull. Let's cut the crap. We're all grown here, most of us, and we all have an IQ that's pretty high, some of us, and we know what's really going on. So WWE, I say this loud and clear. Please make the right decision. Cody versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 for the title. Have Cody go over, and then we can do Rock versus Roman Reigns later. All right? Just that simple. All right, that's pretty much all I had. I think I covered everything I wanted to say. Monday Night Raw was a decent show. They definitely hijacked it on a few moments. Shout out to the St. Louis crowd. But yeah, let's see what Thursday holds for the press conference, and we'll just go from there, y'all. Peace out. Have a good one. God bless y'all. let's keep watching and see what happens.